Welcome back to the channel, everybody, or should I say welcome myself back to my own channel, because it's been a while since January since I did a video. So the YouTube algorithms are not working out so well. However, things happen, what can you say, right? But got some exciting news. We are going to be doing a small little series, and we're going to call it the Unicorn series. And the reason is I don't know if you remember when the Bronco was first announced and they first posted the videos and all out of it. The first two Broncos they had, one was an orange two-door with a see-through top. Oh no, sorry, see-through doors. They see-through doors. And the second one was a four-door Cactus Grey with the white modular top and white trim and accents inside and outside. And I always wanted the that particular model, and I was kind of disappointed that they weren't going to sell it. So it was just, you know, the Unicorn, right? So I ended up ordering a Wild Track with a modular hardtop. I don't know if you remember that, but that's what they originally came with, modular hardtops. And so then they're like, well, you're not going to be able to get a modular hardtop until whatever. And so so I was like, well, I guess I'll order the Badlands then, because Badlands didn't have a modular hardtop, but it did have the hardtop. So I got the two. I got the hardtop with the soft top. You can order both at the same time. Guess what? And then they said you can't get a hardtop at all, or you'd have to wait a long time. And I already had sold my car, so I got the soft top. But I'm pleasantly surprised about this soft top. It's great, much better than I thought it was going to be. But I always wanted that Unicorn. So what we're going to do in this series is we are going to transform this Bronco into that Unicorn Bronco. And so we're going to show you some differences, what this is versus what that one was, and the changes that we're going to make. And then we'll get started on it. I already have some stuff. I've ordered it over the winter, so we won't have to wait for some stuff to get going. But it's going to be fun, and I think you're going to like it. And so let's show you some of the areas and kind of how we're going to do this. So let's get started right now. We're going to start on the interior first, and one of the big things obviously is that on this interior we have the marine vinyl seats, which I love. Ooh, they're hot right now. I could cook an egg on these things. But we're gonna do the marine vinyl seats, and I love these things. I hate to actually lose them, but we're gonna go ahead and try to match what they have. Now I will tell you, the ones that they showed in the actual original Bronco that they first displayed, the Unicorn Bronco, they were material on the inside, so kind of like they weren't waterproof or anything like that. So I'm not for sure if I want that, so we'll maybe see some alternatives, but because I definitely want to have a waterproof interior. The other thing that that's a little bit different in the Unicorn Bronco, some of this up here is white trim up here. So all this that you see up on the sides here, if I can see that, let me make sure. All that you see there is going to go white. Okay, now what I'm not going to do is right here by the pillar, I'm not going to do that in white. I have, you know, it reflects anything that's really light in the front, and I already have a bring your own device rail in here, and it's a light colored one like they had in the original Bronco, but it reflects really bad into the windshield. So I don't want as much white up there, so I'm going to leave it like that. And it actually is going to kind of match nice because the back part of the dash is dark, and it comes right up to that point. So we'll leave that like it is. However, we will probably be changing these upper pillars here, and maybe even this inner part right here, just not the interior side right here. We're going to leave that as it is dark. So let's get to the next section here. So let me move this camera so you can see. All right, so obviously this dash is going to stay because that's actually the dash that they used in that Unicorn Bronco. It's the exact color we want, so we're not going to have a problem with that. All these visors and everything were white. So this whole section was white, and we may change that. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's going to be a little more intricate, but it's possible. So we'll see what we can do there. Obviously the steering wheel is the same. There's no difference there. There is some differences in some of these pools and stuff. They have the red inserts, which we will go ahead and switch them over to red. And then the one other thing that is a little different, obviously, is this dash right here. So this dash, all the way to the end, was a white or very, very light silver. I got to figure out what it is. It's not, you know, I don't think it's as white as some of the new Broncos that they're putting out with the Heritage. I think it's a little more subtle, but we'll have to see. So we'll be doing all that. Same with the back. Nothing is going to be any different. We're going to match it all up. And let's go to the rear real quick. So obviously I don't have any doors on the car right now, but the door handles were white on that Unicorn. A lot of people don't like the white. I actually kind of like it. Some people were saying, well, I want you to just match it with this colored paint here. But I think I am going to do white door handles. I know. It's crazy, isn't it? But I think I'm going to do it. So that's one thing. And then one other thing in the back. Let me see here. Where was it? Oh, yeah. So let's go. Let's just move this up just slightly. All right. So this roll bar here is also white, okay? And we're either going to paint it or I'm going to have it wrapped. I may have it wrapped first just to see what it looks like before I paint it. But that's gonna be wrapped and it's gonna be white. So we're gonna do that for sure. And the top as well. There's a little piece of trim up there that is body matched color. You can't see it on the video, but you'll see it when we're done. So we're gonna make that wrapped as well. So those parts will be wrapped. Okay, let's go around to the other side. Now, one thing that wasn't colored, if I remember right, were these mirrors. But I think I'm going to put white mirrors on here. I think I will like the way that will look. So white covers, glossy. I think that'll look better than this. We'll wait to the very end to do that, see what we got. But definitely something there. Then obviously we also have the hardtop. The hardtop's going to come last. They're not cheap. They're running about $5,900, and then you have to get it painted still to get it white. So I wish there was a real nice alternative. It's called what's the name of this company? That's called Rally Tops, and they're out of California, and they have one that has two pieces that come off the top. The second one is one big piece, and they have a smaller one on the last piece. The only thing I don't like about that top is it doesn't have a place for the rear windshield washer and window, and I really like that. I like the way that looks, and I think it's useful. So I'm maybe not going to go there. They're a couple $1,000s cheaper. I think they're $3,900, but might do the composite one by Advanced. We'll see. Maybe I can even find somebody who wants to sell their hardtop, but we'll figure that out. But it'll probably be the last thing we do because it's the most expensive. So next. So obviously the original one did not have Goodyears. I think they had the BF Goodrich K2s. So we'll probably be going with BF Goodrich K2s on this. And then the rims are different as well. And so we're going to be switching those out. And they may keep these, I don't know. I may make them into full off-road rims and buy all the additional hardware to make that happen. I don't know yet. We got a long way to go before we do that. But we are going to change the tires, and we're going to change the rims. And actually, these tires, this truck has already got 39,000 miles, getting ready to hit 40,000 miles. So these, you know, are only rated for about 60, so only about 20 left on that. So I may sell these tires. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, we're going to change the tires. And we're going to change the rims. And I was thinking of maybe going 37s. They're not 37s in the actual Unicorn Bronco, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So finally, obviously this is the Badlands grill up here. This is going to get swapped out, and I believe it was, you see here, the grill is from a, oh, what was that? I can't remember, but it's a different grill, guys. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's not this one. So we're going to swap it out with this. Obviously change the color up front. Now this bumper is not the original bumper that the other that the Unicorn had. The Unicorn had the capable bumper. I'm not going to switch to the capable bumper because I love this bumper. I want this one on here. So we're not going to do that. Obviously we're going to change these. Probably do some aftermarket ones. Don't really like the ones that they had on the actual Unicorn, but I do like the color. They were red, and some of these white letters were white. They had red accents around them, so we'll do that as well. And so we'll get all that done. Some other miscellaneous stuff. This was white on the original, so we're definitely gonna change that to white. I believe these little interior parts are red. We'll get to that, and then last but not least, this area down here was white with white or silver. I gotta have to look at it really close. So this part was the same color, and then this down here and underneath with the skid pad, they were silver or white. I'll have to really look close and see what that is. We'll be changing that, and that's pretty much it as far as how this is going to look. So a lot to do.